has the increase in your profile over the past 20 years been a slow burn, or was there a point at which you realised, wow, this is incredibly high profile? And I'm looking at you tweet about the tabloids and everything. You've got a tweet here saying the greatest thing about reading fiction about oneself in the press is that it reinforces your faith and belief in your actual friends. You say, if you're looking for a good fiction read,
true, so you know
forget the tabloids and try this. I mean, you've been in high-profile relationships. For people who don't know, you've been involved with Australia's biggest sportsman, Shane Warne, who is a kind of a titan of Australian sports. Does it get to you after a while, being in the public eye?
Well, I mean, there's always a balance, and there's always the cost of doing business. And I think on the whole, I feel that I have enough privacy on the whole of my life, and I live my life how I want to, and I feel my family's protected up to a point, and we feel okay about it. There's certain things, which is the cost of doing business. You can't sit in on a pavement cafe and sit and have a cup of coffee. That would be sort of uncomfortable. And I miss that sort of thing. And I'm aware with my son that there's certain things that make him feel a little different. Like he said, Mum, do you think you're the only mum at my school who takes binoculars on vacation with her? And I said, well, I don't know about that.
I'm sure there are some ornithologists who want to see birds or something.
We're frequently citing people who might be spying on us with our own big pair of binoculars.
Yeah.
So there are little things that he's had to adapt to. But I think on the whole, we found a way to make it work. And, I love doing the business I do, and so I think it's okay. Of course, people cross the line. Of course, we'd much prefer that our phones weren't hacked and that our computers weren't hacked into. And
were yours hacked, do you know, during the scandal?
My phones were, as were many people that I know.
Were you one of the litigants in that?
Horrible. No, I wasn't actually, but some very close friends of mine were. And obviously that's horrific. But the outrage is shared by everyone. There's very few people who would say, "Well, I think it's fine." And they did such terrible things and hacked such, some really horrific things. So there's obviously a downside to the business that we partake in. But I think on the whole, I think we manage our lives and we're pretty happy with them.
How do you find balance? How should one find balance?
You have to have good friends and you have to have good family. I mean, that wasn't a facetious tweet I made. The reason you know that your friends are good is because very little truth is ever leaked in the press, unless they're hacking your phone. That aside, so when I just think it's outrageous that people can still use unidentified sources. It's just ridiculous. Is there anybody in the world who believes a friend says? I mean, I'm here to say now, it's 100% rubbish. No friend ever says anything. Ever.
Yes, I'm sceptical of it when it's the New York Times talking about an NSA-related leak. I'm certainly sceptical of it when it's People magazine talking about a celebrity-related leak.
It's absolute nonsense, and I think we all know that.